If you're in the market for an adjustable dumbbell, then you need to be taking a look at these 3 dumbbells. We're gonna break down the pros and cons of the Snode adjustable dumbbell, the Trulap, and the Nuobell. All right, so first thing to consider with the adjustable dumbbells is to look at their maximal weight capacity and the weight jumps that they move through. So let's start down here with the Nuobell. It goes as light as 5 pounds and it goes as heavy as 80 pounds in 5-pound increments. And what that means is that with the Nuobell, you're gonna end up having 16 total dumbbells. When we move to the Trulap, you're gonna get more dumbbells and a heavier weight range. So this is gonna start at 8.5 pounds at its lightest and go all the way up to 92 pounds. And that makes jumps between 2.5 and 3.5 pounds. So it's really nice that with this dumbbell, you get those micro adjustments, which is so important with dumbbell-based movements because oftentimes making 5 or 10-pound jumps is a significant percentage-based increase. So the micro adjustments are really, really nice here, as well as going all the way up to 92 pounds. That gives you 26 total dumbbells with the Trulap. And then finally, we have the Snode Sport dumbbell that starts at 10 pounds and goes up to 80 pounds in 10-pound increments. So that gives you 8 total dumbbells with the Snode dumbbell, but you can buy their optional magnets that each come in at 1.25 pounds. So that would let you go, for instance, from an 80-pound dumbbell to 82.5 if you had one of those magnets on each side, and then up to 85. So you'll get some micro adjustments here when you have those magnets, but that will give you between 8 and 24 total dumbbell options here. Obviously, you could also get magnets for your Nuobell as well if you wanted to give yourself those little micro adjustments between the 5-pound jumps. My recommendation would be that if you buy either one of these, that you either look at magnets such as these or plate mates. So plate mate sells these awesome little magnets that look like tiny plates that will let you jump up in 2.5 or 5-pound increments, and that would really expand the dumbbell range that you have here. So from a weight perspective, I have to say that Trulap's gonna be your best dumbbell there. It goes to the heaviest dumbbell if that's important to you and makes the smallest increments, but there are a couple of workarounds for these other 2. The next thing to consider is gonna be just the overall size of the dumbbells. So our Snode dumbbells are gonna be by far the widest dumbbell. So they are coming in at 18.11 inches wide, while the Nuobell sitting here at just at 17, so over an inch wider here. And then your Trulap's coming in at 17.3 inches here. So we've got the widest. That, for me, has not negatively impacted me on things like a dumbbell bench press where it's not getting in the way of me getting a really good stretch there, but that's worth considering. But what you can probably appreciate here just looking at these dumbbells is it's wider and less tall, while your Trulaps here that are a little bit more narrow are a really, really tall dumbbell. So that's something to consider, but I don't think is a massive difference. Next, let's move on to the handle. And if we start with the Trulap, we're looking at a really thick handle here. So if you're somebody that has small hands or a weaker grip, that might be a small issue for you. If you're somebody like me that has larger hands, the Nuobell dumbbells, that's kind of your smallest grip diameter. It's kind of like if you're a male and you've ever used a 35-pound like traditional female body barbell, oftentimes you'll feel like that barbell is like really digging into you because you're not used to that thin diameter. You get a little bit of that feel with the Nuobell. It's not massive, that's not like a huge negative, but it's worth considering. And then your Snode dumbbell is kind of right in between there. Their knurling is not dramatically different. I'd say the Trulap is the smoothest. The Nuobell is your most aggressive knurling, but even with that, it's not super aggressive. I tend to love really aggressive knurling, and none of these are really aggressive overall. From a function standpoint, they all really function pretty similarly. So they all have a way where when you put them in the cradle, you can then either with these 2 dumbbells adjust the handle to adjust the weight, or with the Snode dumbbell, it's got this little roller. But either way, what happens is when you adjust the handle or the roller is a little arm comes out from the base, from the handle, and it will then grab more plates. So all of these plates have these little interlocking grooves. And so as the rod comes out, it will catch more of those plates, and then the interlocking grooves keep those in place there. So it's really as simple as just dropping these into place and then changing the dial to then have a different weight. Because the Snode dumbbell has this roller out to the side versus the handles, I will say that adjusting the weight on the Snode dumbbell is the slowest of the 3. These 2 are very similar, but that change in speed and time is negligible. It's not something that I think is a purchasing decision for almost anybody when it comes to choosing what adjustable dumbbell will best meet their needs. What I do think is really important is the durability. Is probably the second thing to consider outside of the weight capacity of these. So the durability is drastically different between these. So if we start down here with the Nuobell, the Nuobell has a lot of plastic components to it. So the interlocking grooves here are all plastic. The cradle is made up of a bunch of plastic pieces. The handle's connection to the plates is a lot of plastic. I will say that while I've only chipped the cradle here, I've always been a little bit concerned about the fragility of these dumbbells and been concerned that I was going to break them. Trulap is a decent step up from there, where you have a little bit more chrome in this dumbbell, but still the cradle has a lot of plastic to it. And so when you're setting these back down, you need to be really gentle with it because you can break it, and I have broken this cradle and had to get a replacement. On the flip side here, like the most impressive one from a durability perspective is the Snode dumbbell adjustable dumbbell. So cast iron plates, chrome handle, there are plastic components inside of this, but the majority of things that you see on the outside are high quality. Even the cradle itself is fully cast iron. So this is by far the most durable adjustable dumbbell of these three, and that's what they market themselves at. And they believe so much in their durability that they actually say that it is 32 inches drop proof. Neither of these other dumbbells talk about being drop proof, and the Snode dumbbells even really back this up with their warranty. So they have a 2-year warranty that covers you even if you drop the dumbbells, because they just believe so strongly in that durability. Trulap has a 3-year warranty for all workmanship, defects, etc. They do have a one-time replacement for a drop, but they very strongly advertise that these are not drop-proof dumbbells, and so they'll only replace it once if you drop. And then the Nuobell has a 2-year warranty on craftsmanship, but they also say that they will not replace this if you drop it. So durability-wise, if that's what's most important to you, no question it is the Snode dumbbell that's gonna win over this. When we look at the overall pricing of these, you're really gonna see that they're all kind of in the same price range. They're gonna run from in the 700s. If you grab the magnets with the Snode, it takes you up to $805. There is not a dramatic difference in pricing there. So I think if you're in the market for an adjustable dumbbell, that pricing is a little bit negligible, and you really need to consider 2 factors. Number 1, what gives you the best overall loading, which is the Trulap. It goes to the heaviest, it has the most micro adjustments. Number 2, what's gonna be the most durable dumbbell? That's gonna be the Snode dumbbell. So these 2 are my favorite. If I was to go back and buy dumbbells, I would be considering between these 2. Nuobell wouldn't make it into that consideration for me after having this one for a long time. And to be honest with you, based on the durability alone and just how much more robustly built these ones feel, I would probably pick up the Snode if I had to pick up only one adjustable dumbbell. As always, please take a look at the links in the bio. Those are affiliate links, so if you click those when you purchase one of these dumbbells, it helps support me putting out more videos like this, so really appreciate you doing that, and hope that this video has helped you out in figuring out what adjustable dumbbell is gonna best suit your needs.